Unseen by mortal eyes. People prayed to the Immortal One to safeguard the sanctity of peace.
The ceremony's starting! It's Suyo! It's Suyo!
I bear this mask, for this duty is mine alone.
What is this? Is the ceremony over?
Mommy, I'm scared.
What is that?
Let's get out of here!
Let's get out of here! Let's get out of here!
In their hearts, fear festers into darkness. But deep within, there is hope to crush that fear. Through this mask, I see no fear. this mask, I see no fear.
Hello, hello, hello. Good evening. Yes, Sky Guy, the streamer, is talking. Well, I'm talking now anyway. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all other genders duly observed. I am Pixels, and I will be your caster for today. Sorry, I'm joining you guys late. Just had to attend to a bit of, work on the technical side. However, this is going to be the day 8 of the Mobile Legends Nigeria Season 4 League. And the first match for today is going to be Xstatic versus Shinigami. I think I've already missed out on most of, the draft and all that. And we're going to be seeing Ling here picking Levi. It's going to be Ling on Levi. Yeah, you heard that right. Ling is going to be playing Levi in today's match. And yeah, first 3 picks already for the side of Shinigami. I think if I'm going to just run through that real quick. We have the Ling, the Hylos, the Katokacha, already 3 very, very deadly picks. And I think they're going to be running that double vitalize combo for the side of Shinigami. And for the side of Xstatic have not been having the best of series, to be honest. For we all give them the excuse, keep telling them that they are a pretty new side and they are trying to get the synergy going, and there are just a lot of kinks here and there that they need to fix. They absolutely need to fix all these things, but the last couple of matches they've played have not really gone well. I think they even tried switching junglers to see which works best, but they've had a bit of time to fix whatever has been wrong with the lineup, with the execution of their draft and everything. So I guess now it's just best that we see if they are able to execute it. However, I guess it is safe to say that the alpha, both in the hand of quote unquote better players, has not really had the best of win rates. I think RNK picked them in for this 2 days ago, I think in day 6 of the tournament, and still Alpha didn't really have the best of games. Fair to say that. I think, can't remember who it was, but he overextended quite a bit, and you can probably blame him for some of the misplays. However, we'll see how Xstatic are able to pull this off. And then it's going to be that Ling and Angela combo, the Angeline combo on the side of Shinigami. To be honest, the draft that Shinigami is coming with right now is looking very, very scary, honestly. And I think Xstatic are looking at locking in that Diggy. They are going to lock in the Ruby. Personally, I like the Ruby. It's going to be good. The Ruby going to the gold lane, unless the final pick unless the final pick is going to be okay. The final pick is going to be Minotaur. Maybe they are probably considering it. I feel like Minotaur definitely should do better than the Diggy here. Fine, there's the Gatokacha, there's the Hylos, but the major CC I feel like just comes from the Gatokacha, But yeah, the Angela and Darling are going to be causing a lot of problems for that. And I think if you notice here, after the alpha pick, immediately going into the second rotation, the second set of bans for the side of Shinigami, they immediately took out the Matilda, because pairing the alpha with Matilda is the major issue. That is the combo that actually makes the alpha work really, really well, because we all know alpha has the issue with going in and not being able to come out, and the Matilda basically fixed that. Matilda fixes that issue for a lot of heroes, and that is probably why they banned a smart ban on the side of So yeah, as I was saying, it was a smart ban for the side of Shinigami, taking out that Matilda there. And yeah, to be honest, yeah, even though the only reason I'm going to lean a bit towards the side of Shinigami's draft is because it just seems much more rounded. It seems like a much more balanced game draft coming from them. However, we're going to head straight into game 1 of the first match of today. We have Levi on that Link. He's going to be starting on the red buff, and we're going to have Valerian rocking the alpha. I think the alpha definitely, when it comes to clear speed and things like that, the alpha is one hero that can match up to the Link's clear speed, and I feel like it should be, I think it should even be faster than the Link, if you ask me. Yeah, but let's see how it goes. So first, the red buff is going to be taken already. Hylo's going to provide vision, so the Link did clear that a bit faster than the alpha there, and now there's going to be a little skirmish here. at the Lito area. These little battles usually are the ones that tend to dictate, you know, just those small wins go a long way. And the Lito was taken by the Alpha, and yeah, it's going to be a gold lane Ruby here. So the Ruby is going to be facing off the carry. You can see being very, very aggressive here, charming on that Ruby, and in the EXP lane is, yeah, definitely this is what how I expected the EXP lane to go, honestly. Revitalize, you know, already used up by Sunfire here. Yeah, and yeah, it's going to be Sunfire in the EXP lane, not Sky Guy. So I'm guessing Shinigami are, you know, trying to experiment with a couple of things here with their draft. Ling already at level 4 trying to get this gold crab. He's going to secure that, and then he's going to go ahead and clear the opponent side of the jungle. Alpha is going to be doing the same thing. I think he was able to get that, and that's probably how the, you know, first say 2 minutes of the game is going to go, with the first turtle spawning in less than 5 seconds. Yeah, this is not a good position for the Alpha, and this is the same issue we kept having with all Alpha players. You know, the side of Shinigami have very, very beautiful no rotations, honestly, and this is what I feared for them. The Alpha falling behind in the early game is an issue that we know you just can't afford when you're on an Alpha, you know. And yeah, that's going to be the first turtle of this game, going to the side of Shinigami. And I really hope this is not going to be the beginning of a snowball. I feel like both teams just need to be more conscious of Alpha's rotation. Not both teams, pardon me. The Roma for the side of Xstatic needs to be more conscious of the position of his Alpha, because, you know, you just want to be there wherever he is. If he does end up engaging, you need to make sure you are able to provide that backup for him to either get the kill or disengage, or, you know, just that extra sustain that the Alpha needs to just deal more damage. And I feel like if it's for the damage, Alpha can dish out a lot of damage, you know, true damage for that matter. I think we should be seeing a first gank here in this top lane here. Ling is going to just be waiting patiently in that bush. Carry actually uses the ult there, but Ruby suspects something and is going to retreat immediately. However, on the other side of the map, it's going to be pressure. Pressure is going to be put on the Gato Catcher here in this bot lane, but I think he's going to be fine, as Alpha is going to retreat. And then everybody's just going to go back to clearing lanes and things like that. And honestly, yeah, I feel like the real part of the game is going to come. I feel like if they continue this way, it should keep being a slow game. The major, you know, fights or the major clashes that are going to occur will be, you know, for things like objectives. Objectives that's already coming up, you know, in less than, you know, 5 seconds. And the objectives are probably what will cause both teams to clash, because they know, I feel like they are aware of how dangerous it is. If you make the mistake of stepping out of position, then both teams have enough, more than enough damage actually, to burst you down. And you can see here Levi actually thinking of taking his blue buff, Avatar of the Guardian. He's going to go in there. I just connect onto the Alpha. Beautiful, you know, beautiful spear of Alpha. There's able to catch one. However, the Hylos is actually going to make it out alive. Link picking up all swords with that Angela combo, and he's going to get something back for the side of Xstatic. Look at this Gato Catcher here, refusing to die, still, you know, getting a few basic attacks in with that his passive, and that is going to be a turtle traded in for 2 kills. And that is 1 turtle apiece for both Shinigami and Xstatic. Already this is a beautiful start for Xstatic compared to the other games that they've had. Honestly, this is one of the best starts Xstatic has had, you know, securing the turtle. This is just 2-2 14k. They actually have the gold lead right now, just 800, but I think we need to give credit where credit is due. Whatever it is, they have fixed at least the early game, although Ling is going to scale well into that late game, you know, especially when it comes to the time for him to start dishing out damage to the backline. Beautiful sidestep there as he just clears that wave and is going to move on to his jungle. I really like this Ruby pick. However, carry begin to deal a decent amount of damage. Yeah, I hate gold in the gold lane for the side of Shinigami, and the bot lane is going to be left for Ling to clear, while Sunfire is going to, you know, stay around here, trying to see if he could get that unstoppable, probably a taunt onto the Vexana. It has been spotted out, however, Angela is the one zoning out the Minotaur. Yeah, that's Angela. That's the confidence of an Angela right there. The last turtle of the game is going to be spawning in 5 seconds, and is it going to be Shinigami or the side of Xstatic? Who is going to take the last turtle of the game? Link is going to be in the top lane. I think he's going to make it here in time. However, they are going to, you know, start working on the turtle remedy as Link flies over here. Is this going to be a turtle still? Avatar of the Guardian is going to connect onto the Alpha, and that is a beautiful retreat there coming out from Levi on the Link as he chases Vexana down in that backline. Bambi is going to fall, picks up another sword. The third sword picked up by Link as they disengage, and that's going to be the turtle to go into the side of Shinigami. So he picks the turtle and the kill, just for good measure. Beautiful play there from Shinigami, and as Carry is going to force Ruby to retreat, yeah, the gold lead is actually still kind of in the side of Shinigami right now, of Xstatic, pardon me. It's not that much, it's just probably like a 300 gold lead, but a gold lead is a gold lead, you know. It's probably negligible. I think if Xstatic were able to, you know, get that turtle, but it was the timing on the Avatar of the Guardian was actually really nice there, and yeah, I think that's probably what aided, that's what helped Shinigami to secure the turtle there. Another gank on the top lane here. It's going to be a spare of Alpha actually into that high low. Is it going to make that pops the glorious pathway? A bit of damage dealt by the carry there just to, you know, push them back, and yeah, I think that's going to be it. Vexana's Knight's probably just going to try to cause some damage, but this turret is going to be perfectly fine. And the mid lane, actually, while all that was going on in the top lane, the mid lane was going to fall. Beautiful Avatar of the Guardian here. Perfect, you know, timing onto that back line. Ling is going to see if he could get anything done here. Picks 3 swords and a beautiful double kill there by Ling on Kami Levi, and that was actually really well played. Absolute cinema from Levi as they take the blue buff for the side of Xstatic and, you know, move on to see if they could get other turrets. It's going to be the top turret also going to fall there, carry taking that. The last outer turret left standing is just the one in the EXP lane. That was beautiful. That was actually, I feel like if we could take a look at the replay there, I think we could see that Avatar of the Guardian just on the edge as it catches the Vexana, and the damage from Ling was just too much, you know, for them to handle before, you know, using that Tempest of Blades. Perfect again, you know, picks 2 swords, jumps out, and I think that was just really well played there by the Ling. And then as we prepare for the first turtle of the game, for the first lord, pardon me, of the game, the whole gold lead as still somehow, I don't know how, I don't know about the Guardian actually in that top lane. I think Shinigami just wants to fight and fight. Glorious pathway is going to be popped to slow down the Minotaur there, but that's going to be Sunfire dropping down. Another Tempest of Blades there. Ling, this is why you ban the Ling in every single region, whether it's the Nigerian, whether it's MPL or ID. There's a reason why the Ling is always banned. Penalty zone there is going to miss everyone, but that's going to be a 3-for-0 trade for the side of going to the favor of Shinigami there. And I think this should be an easy first lord. It's just charming. The jungler is there. I feel like there's no even reason for Xstatic to, you know, stay here contesting the lord, unless you just want to give more kills, which is exactly what Teresa is going to do here. Another kill is going to be given. Avatar of the Guardian is actually going to connect onto Ruby, but they are going to retreat, and that's going to be the first lord going to the side of Shinigami. Absolutely beautiful play so far, but I think we still need to comment Xstatic. I feel like other games that they have played, they've not just had the best of early games, and now we could see that, okay, fine, even if the mid game wasn't quite the best or sorted out. This is going into the mid game, but there are a couple of fights I feel like they was avoidable that they probably didn't need to take. But overall, it is big improvement coming from the side of Xstatic, and I feel like they can only get better as the time goes. However, legendary there in the top lane, Ruby trying to defend the lane against 3 heroes. Levi on that link, absolutely insane, and it's just going crazy, killing everyone that comes, even the Minotaur. That is a tank. Another penalty zone is going to be whiffed there, and this link is causing a rampage. Is causing havoc in the land of Dawn. Oh my god, that's absolutely beautiful there. I think we can just take a quick look at that. I think it started where Ruby here trying to defend the top lane gets absolutely melted by the carry plus that link combo, and immediately Link just dives to the back line. That is just a few dashes onto the Vexana there, and already she's going to drop instantly. And then look, that is a tank. That's a Minotaur there dropping. It is unbelievable here. The Link is doing so well in this game. I think taking a look at the items, let's just check what we're working with here. The Link, yeah, I think it's probably just building onto that BOD. I could be wrong, but it has the Sky Piercer. I wish there was a way we could see the stacks on the Sky Piercer, but yeah, it does have that BO. It does have the Endless Battle, the House Claw, and the Berserker Fury. Most likely building onto the BOD, but we shall see how that goes. And it's really on a difficult side to see for Xstatic, because it's already doing so bad. It's already looking very bad for Xstatic, even if they didn't have that Angela for extra damage, for extra kind of sustain to give the Link just basically more presence, more to that ability to just stay in team fights for longer, and that second Lord of the game is going to be an Enhanced Lord. It's going to spawn in the bottom quarter of the map, and Xstatic really have a lot of home keeping to do here. The minions pushing, and yeah, this is going to be a straight easy Lord. It's going to be an easy Lord for the side of Shinigami. I really am I'm actually trying to look for I don't know how Xstatic or what they can do to come back into this game right now. I'm guessing they are probably just hoping Shinigami makes a mistake, probably overextends, Gatokacha jumps in, gets taken out for nothing, and a lot of things might go wrong. I can't see them going wrong. I feel like they are so far ahead now that it's going to be a bit difficult for them to throw the game with just one mistake. They'll probably have to make 1 or 2 mistakes, give free kills away, or maybe Foreman, I'm offended by Ruby, followed by the Eternal, the Eternal Guardian by the Vexan. But basically you need a lot of things to go wrong for Shinigami right now for it to learn, and this could be the beginning of one of them. Avatar of the Guardian is not going to connect onto anybody, and immediately the Teresa is going to be melted. The Minotaur not even allowed to complete the Minoan Fury is going to fall. Link picks up all 4 blades once again, and that is going to be attention, giving over to that mid lane turret. I am offended by the Ruby, legendary by Ling, as that is going to be game 1 going to the side of Shinigami. After this missed Avatar of the Guardian, I really thought things were going to start looking a bit up for them, but Link diving back into that backline, just demolishing them. And I guess it's fair to say that the lead that Shinigami had built, it was fair. It was fair. There was not much Xstatic could do about it, given the fact that they didn't really have anybody to carry the late game for them and all that. So I guess overall it was a better game from Xstatic, in contrast to how all their other games have been, in the past. I think this was definitely an improvement, and I think they can only get better from here. Hopefully they might there's still a chance for them to pick up one game from the second match, which we are going to be going to in a moment, and this is going to be the statistics for the first match. Ruby not really present in most of the fights. She was in the gold lane, so it was a bit difficult for her to clear, rotate and stuff like that. But yeah, that's going to be Levi. 94% team participation. He was basically everywhere, all over the map. I think easily is the game MVP for game 1. 12-0-3 on that link. Anyhow, let's see. We'll just take a short break and then we'll be back for game 2 to see if Xstatic has anything to say about the game 1 victory. All right, welcome to game 2, and I still remain your caster Pixels. And as we head into game 2 of this second game, somehow the link is still going to end up in the hand of Levi. It does seem like Xstatic missed the ban, so I'm guessing that ban was kept for Link. So you actually equally very, very dangerous in the hands of Levi. I think basically most of the assassins, Levi is just a really, really prolific assassin player, and I feel like we can say probably one of the best on the server, if not the best. And yeah, it's going to be another ban missed by the side of Xstatic. Hopefully there's nothing too serious going on there. However, Xstatic have locked in that Camilla, the Gato Catcher, and the Lilia as their first 3 picks. That's a lot of magic damage already, so I'm going to guess that they are looking to balance it out with a couple of physical damage. Maybe not the alpha this time. Probably they could try, I was going to say probably they could try the Bane. Unfortunately, the Bane is going to be banned out by the side of Shinigami. Very, very smart drops in here. Hylos is going to be banned out by Xstatic. Not a bad ban, honestly. I think there's still a couple of physical damage. I think they should just go with the conventional marksman this time. Ixia is going to be banned out also. So Ixia is going to get banned out there. And we're going to see what the first pick for the side of Xstatic is going to be. Definitely is going to be someone that does physical damage. I don't know if it's going to be the jungler, or maybe they want to lock something for the gold laner first before now getting a pick for the jungle. But yeah, still we are left to see what Xstatic is going to be going here. Options, I think the Phobios is actually still open. If they could flex the Gato Catcher into the roam, there's no more flex picks for them. So they are going to lock in the Baumon there. Actually, I just noticed that the Camilla and the Gato Catcher have been picked up, so there's no flex to be done anywhere. Definitely Camilla should be the roam, and Gato Catcher is going to be going to the EXP lane. Baumon, however, is going to be locked in. So hear me out, guys. Basically, I'm seeing a best case scenario, like the best thing that could happen, where everybody is low, they get a cursed blood, linking all of them together, and then the ultimate, I forgot what the ultimate from Baumon is called. He has not been picked in such a long time. I can't even remember what the ultimate is called. I think please, if anyone in the chat knows or remembers what the ultimate of Baumon is, it should let me know. But yeah, then he just uses the opening. He's going to have basically technically take out, like, to be a potential wipeout and instant savage from that Baumon. That's just me dreaming though. Probably will never happen, but yeah, we shall see how it goes. Hovering over that Granger right now. Charming, I think, is looking to go Granger in the gold lane. We did see there was a team that actually picked Granger in the gold lane. Can't quite remember. Are we going to see another fighter in the gold lane? Yeah. I'm not really sure about the players of Xstatic, but is there a probability that maybe they don't have a standard gold laner, which is forcing them to flex these different fighters into the gold lane, or is it just a strategy that they are trying to build, a strategy that they're trying to work with? Whichever one it is, we shall see how it is going to be pulled off in the second game. The picks are locked in, bans have been made. Now it is going to be and yeah, it was Zedagog who picked Granger in the gold lane. And lethal counter, thank you very, very much, Iro Senpai, for reminding me. Yeah, the ultimate for the Baumon. Yeah, so basically the lethal counter plus the cost blood, I feel like that's like best case scenario of what could happen, and then you have lots of blood spilled all over the place. However, this is what both teams are going to be rocking with in this game.
5 seconds till the enemy reaches the battlefield. Smash them. All troops deployed.
So just at the first game, Levi is going to be starting on his blue buff this time, and Balmond still at the base. I'm thinking this should mean they are requesting for a pause. It doesn't seem to be a pause request just yet, but I think for one as obvious as this, probably the ref is going to grant a pause. I'm just going to grant a 2 minutes or more pause, pending the time that hopefully is back by then.
Fighting for, no one would ever know your name. Who are you waiting for? No one would be there to save you. You would be alone when hope was gathering together with the sun, even though your back's to the wall. One strike, go cut the monkey mind. Your blade swing one time when clouds have cleared, sunlight can shine. One time, the fight is yours. Stop it with your sword. There's endless power once you start. Never lose your heart. Tonight is dark and the shadows are deep. Who can protect the world? A light of hope shines in the dark. One strike, I swear by people's side. Keep faith just one time. I'm gonna light up all the fires. One strike for my desire.
All right, I guess it seems like issues from both teams have been fixed, and yeah, so probably it wasn't, we're hoping everything is going on fine, and it probably wasn't like an AFK pick and all that. It does seem like everything has been sorted. However, that is going to put Balmond behind by just a bit, and already while Balmond is still trying to get his level 3, the Ling already has Ling already has a very early gang there in that top lane, still makes it back in time to secure the lethal. And yeah, I guess this already is not a good start, honestly, for the side of Xstatic. That early game that they were kind of able to quote unquote fix is probably gone again. But if they can just I don't know how they can hold on to this, how safe they can play against a draft like this one that the side of Shinigami are currently rocking. But you can see actually decent damage being dealt by by that Balmond. And I think we should also remember that Balmond used to be one of, is one of those heroes that is so difficult to win a retry battle against. However, he's getting zoned out so easily here. Even gets the door closed behind him. That was a good guidance barrier there by the Grog, and that's going to be an easy turtle. Xstatic decides to go on the gank in the bot lane instead. Carry with just one flicker is going to be safe at the end of the day, so they lose the turtle, hoping to trade it in for for that kill in the bot lane. However, that didn't quite go as planned. And yeah, that's going to be the first turtle to go into the side of Shinigami. And and although we are hoping this is not a game as one-sided as the first one, I really don't think there is too much we can do to decide how the game goes. However, if Xstatic can step up, do something different, we do see a gank coming up in this bot lane here, and I feel like Xstatic are playing this the right way right now. Just being safe, just take your minions. Nobody is fighting you, so don't fight anybody. It's almost like just wherever Shinigami is, you guys should go the other way. But yeah, we can see a rotation here by Sunfire in that EXP. We're going to rotate to bot lane, and while Levi probably is going to clear that top, unless he does go back to the top lane to attend to his waves. But yeah, a quick rotation there, just hoping if we get something up. 2-level lead actually. Levi already level 8 here, and yeah, close to 7 though. Wield on that Balmond, and I think it was Charming who was the jungler for the side of Xstatic in game 1, but this time they have switched roles, and it's going to be Wild on that Balmond, playing the jungle role for the side of Xstatic. Second turtle is going to be up here. I think Balmond should have cut the lead down by 1. That's a level 7 to level 8, but I think this is going to be the second turtle going easily to the side of Shinigami here. That's going to be 2 turtles easy in the early game, but I feel like for what it's worth, dive into the back line. They're not even giving a chance, or I guess she did already use the black shoes there, and it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade. Surprisingly, that was not bad actually. That was a worthwhile trade, and I think this is how Xstatic needs to play this. Don't take fights that you are not called to. Just play your part of the map, play your minions. If they want to take the turret, just give it to them. You do have the Brody actually scales well into the mid game, and they have the Camilla, which in the late game has the potential to turn the game around with just one good curse blood ult. And yeah, and look here, is actually really decent damage coming from the Balmond. That's a very good kill there. Taking a look at the items, the Balmond here has been able to lock in that bloodlust axe, or that war axe rather, not like a bloodlust. So the war axe has been locked in by the Balmond. That's a lot of damage. Interesting. But yeah, let's see how it goes here. Balmond actually power farming already at level 9 right now. An invade on his blue buff. I don't think this is a good idea. And yeah, Sunfire is going to make it out of there alive pretty easily. He's going to just regain some HP. Third turtle of the game is going to spawn right now, and yeah, I'm guessing this time Balmond should have something to say about it. You can see him actually farming really fast, trying to catch up on lost gold, and I think he's actually doing that pretty well. Link, however, is going to just go to the bot lane. This turtle is going to be reset for the second time, while Link just takes his orange buff. And this lane, this is actually a really beautiful macro play here from the side of Xstatic. They are going to just leave the turtle, take the bot lane, while Balmond stays around there, clearing stuff up. So that was actually a really beautiful macro play from the side of Xstatic. However, I guess they will be joining the Balmont soon. Ling is not going to be here. Retri at that third turtle of the game is going to be secured by Balmont. Wild charge defensively there. Balmont is actually doing a lot right now, basically all over the map, and you know the advantage that Ling had in the beginning is almost gone right now. It's still just that one level, you know, lead. Balmont just power farming all over the map. However, the mid lane turret has been left alone and is going to be taken down by Camille Levi. Attention now is going to be, you know, given to the top lane. I think, yeah, that's a conceal. We should probably see a wild charge to follow here as we get a pause in the middle of that dive.
Fighting for, no one would ever know your name. Who are you waiting for? No one would be there to save you. You would be alone when hope was gathering together with the sun, even though your back's to the wall. One strike, go cut the monkey mind. Your blade swing one time when clouds have cleared, sunlight can shine. One strike, the fight is yours, stop it with your sword. There's endless power once you start, never lose your heart. Tonight is dark and the shadows are deep. Who can protect the world? A light of hope shines in the dark. One strike, I swear by people's side. Keep faith just one time. I'm gonna light up all the fires. One strike for my desire.
Heading right back into the game here. Yeah, so basically, yeah, I feel like it has been basically Balmont against the world as we get back into the game here. Though to be fair, to give credit where credit is due, Xstatic as a team, you know, the way they handled that third turtle, pardon, of the game was actually really nice, because you know, just baiting. Balmont was basically just baiting, hanging around the turtle, while once again they ganked, you know, that bot lane. Now you can see that Xstatic are more deliberate about the things that they are doing. They know that, okay, this Bruno has to leave the lane. Bruno needs to be able to impact, you know, the game. And from basically from the early game all the way up till now, you can see how the whole team just, you know, surrounding that Bruno, trying to make sure Bruno is safe, Bruno does not die. This is a team that wants to talk about Bruno, and I feel like as the game goes on, you can see he has already picked up that Berserker Fury and the Haskell, and these are two really important items for the Bruno. That crit damage is going to be through the roof already, so at least pending the time that Shinigami is going to get, you know, the blade armors, and then there's no vengeance from them, thankfully. So depending on the time that they do get that blade armor, you know, to give some damage back to the Bruno, I think he's going to have a very, you know, good time, even versus the Ling. Honestly, I see someone in the comment section mentioning how the Bruno can 1v1 the Ling. The Bruno does a decent enough damage, you know, to surprise the Ling before he can react to it. But yeah, Shinigami is going to surprise Xstatic the way they are going to rush that Lord, and it's going to be the first Lord, though it's just, you know, a level 1 Lord. It should be defended easily by the side of Xstatic. However, if Shinigami is able to sink these waves here properly, you can already see the top lane is going to fall, and the Lord is not even up here. Gatokacha does need to be a bit careful. Raging Sandstorm plus the Sanguine Claws by the Sicilian is going to pull him back, but he's going to use the Avatar of the Guardian to get out of there. Look at the amount of damage that Bruno is dealing already. Just like that, a double kill and the killing spree for Balmond. This is the damage that Shinigami needs to be wary of. It literally just came out of nowhere. You know, they thought everything was fine. You know, we're just going to push this and wait for the Lord. But unfortunately, that's, you know, force engage that was made onto the Gatokacha exactly in this place. You know, very, very close, but beautiful Avatar of the Guardian there to get out of it. And you can see that cost blood that we have been talking about. The ricochet also from the, you know, balls of Clint, of Bruno bouncing back and forth, and Balmond, just as he did since he came back into the game, has been wreaking havoc, power farming. Already level 14, though Levi on the link is level 15. And yeah, I'm guessing a lot of people in the comments or in the chat already talking about how there's a probability that this is going to be a draw. I honestly won't count Xstatic out of this game right now, because I know the danger of having a Camilla cost blood, you know, plus big damage. You know, it is very, very bloody, and we could see an example of it in that top lane, you know, with the cost blood in combination with the Bruno's ultimate. You know, the ricochet is multiplied by 2 basically, you know. And even though in the draft phase I did tease about how it would have been a perfect scenario if the Camilla got a cost blood, the perfect maybe 4 or 5 man cost blood in, and then they got low, and then maybe the Balmond got a lethal counter, and you know, basically that's going to be like an easy maniac or a free savage there. However, there's going to be a clash in the top lane here. It's going to be the Gatokacha and that Khalid. I think both of them are just going to clear their waves and leave. But as the game goes on, I think the draft, this Xstatics draft, is getting scarier and scarier. And to be honest, I think Shinigami really needs to find a way. Not necessarily a way, they just need to be more careful with the team fights now, because even though it did seem like they were ahead in the early game, however, totally forget about carry here. This could be the beginning of the end of the game for Xstatic. Balmond is going to get caught out there. That was a lot of damage, you know, that was a lot of damage actually for side of from carry there. But yeah, we should expect that. She does already have the Trinity build locked in, plus, you know, the Wind of Nature just for extra, you know, security. And wow, that was actually a lot of damage here. Link is able to, you know, secure that Lord easily. Sky PSI is going to take down the Gatokacha, and that is going to be a Lord and another free kill going to the side of Shinigami. On the bright side, I guess there's one thing we can, you know, look up to, like the positives for Xstatic right now, is the fact that their wave clear is actually really nice. I think they do well on the defense with the Camilla, the Brody, and especially with the Lilia, and then they have the Gatokacha to provide some kind of, you know, front lining while the others just clear the waves from the back. And I feel like it won't be so easy for Link to actually dive the Bruno. You know, he does have that mini stun in his kit with the skill 2 where he slides and then stuns and stuff like that. And he also has the flicker. I think he should have already built up, you know, to the Wind of Nature. He doesn't have the Wind of Nature yet. I guess he's going to be working on that. But if he does get caught out, he's not going to get caught out. Beautiful and Raging Sandstorm plus the flicker into the backline there, setting things up for the Link, who is going to jump in, you know, with the Tempest of Blade, gets all 4 swords, double kill. Also another kill there by Sicilian as he takes down the Gatokacha. However, the Lord was attended to, and Shinigami is going to set their sights on this inhibitor. I think this is all they are going to get. They're going to get the inhibitor, probably clean out all outer, you know, turrets, the wave in the bot lane is going to be pushing on that. I think the wave, okay, the minions are not going to be take this. However, they do get 2 turrets, the inhibitor and the turret in the top lane. That clash right there from Shinigami, that was basically Khalid masterclass. We've been seeing so many Khalids, pop up with this raging sandstorm flicker combo. Taking a look at the replay here, the Bruno already, look at that, beautifully predicted raging sandstorm plus the flicker. He does end up, he wasn't even taken out, he still made it out alive, and then Link jumping in there with the fast fingers, fast hands, and yeah, Link still having a lot of fun, carryover of fun that he had in game 1. However, this time Xstatic looking like they want to do something about it, especially this Bruno and the Balmond. They are not they are not giving anything for free here. If you want to get it, you are going to have to fight for the victory. Already a much better game than we saw in the game 1. Xstatic, although they had the bit of lapse in the early game, but I think they fixed all that. Both teams are now, there's still a 5k gold lead, but I don't think the gold lead is that significant. Lilia is going to get that concentrated energy. Interesting. I don't quite see that often from Lilia's, but yeah, I think Bruno should be building to his wind of nature now, and then Balmond probably trying to get that immortality, but he's going to be the second lord of the game. It's not yet an evolved lord, just 1 minute away from being an evolved lord. I'm guessing this is going to be Shinigami just baiting with that lord. However, Ling is in the bot lane, and Carry is actually already, I feel like information should have been gotten by them that Ling is in the bot lane, but yeah, they know he can just get back very quickly, as he is back already. And there's a huge wave actually in that top lane crashing. But yeah, I feel like both teams are going to see if they can catch anybody out of position here. The wave in the bot lane is actually going to be pushing in favor of the side of Shinigami here, and Levi is going to go back there once again to see if you can just apply that bit much of macro pressure for them here, while Carry does work on this lord, waiting for them to react. The side of Xstatic, they're actually going to go fully and react to it. I feel like Xstatic should have taken advantage of that, but this is actually beautiful macro play here from the side of Shinigami. They know that Xstatic will have to attend to that far lane, so they do the far lane with the very high mobility that Link provides to the team. He's going to do that and then come back, and then they just basically use the macro play to get an easy evolved lord there. Actually very beautiful play by the side of Shinigami. And as we move on to basically getting past the 80-minute mark of this game, I feel like this is looking like it's like a push that is going to be very difficult to stop. Shinigami trying to synchronize the waves. Ling is going to get his blue buff before joining his team for the fight. The Grok is going to bodyguard the lord and make sure it's just delay it for a bit here. Full team. Ooh, Sanguine Claws actually catches 3 in it, still holding the lord in that mid lane, and it's going to be 3 waves pushing in simultaneously. At the very least, I'm very sure all inhibitors are going to fall. Avatar of the Guardian surprisingly is going to be used to go out of the turret, and yeah, that's going to be GG for the side of Shinigami. Unfortunately, I don't understand why Gatokacha would use the Avatar of the Guardian so far away from his team. Actually, I feel like he was going to use it to zone out the members. I'm guessing it was a misclick, a very costly one at that, because I feel like there was still a chance for them to get the defense done. But yeah, they kept getting caught in that Sanguine Claws by the Sicilian. And yeah, I think that's going to be the game 2 of the match. Actually, not a bad showing, honestly, from Xstatic. I feel like they have improved a lot from the last time, from their last game, and probably things can only get better from here for them. Shinigami showed why they are still one of the best teams in the league right now, and just showing the macro prowess, the micro prowess, beautiful mechanics and all that, from the draft to the gameplay to the finish it. And yeah, that's going to be all for the first match. Please do stay tuned as we prepare for the second match, which is going to be Rip and Kill versus Oasis, which promises to be a very, very interesting match. I think Rip and Kill in the past few games that they've had have had a bit of ups and downs here and there, not had the best of startings to the game, but definitely I am sure that they would have fixed most of those issues. And Oasis is looking for a win right here to make sure they stay on top, stay in the top 5 of the table. And yeah, basically Rip and Kill trying to go up, Oasis trying to stay up. We're going to see how it goes. Please don't forget to like the stream, subscribe if you haven't, and Pixels will be back for game 2 of Mobile Legends Nigeria Season 4. Do stay with us. Peace out.
face to the wall. One strike, go cut the murky mind. Your blade swing one time. When clouds have cleared, sunlight can shine. One time.
Sand rises when I give the word.
Magic is my life.
Test. Alpha is online. To live is to trick the Reaper.
Always on the way.
Muscle of iron, bones of steel.
For honor!
Welcome to my castle, my friend.
All right, welcome guys. Welcome back to match 2 of the Mobile Legends Nigeria League Season 4, and in this game it's going to be Reap and Kill, one of the first squads, one of the veteran squad, the top squads to play the game,
My dream world.
and they are going to be facing up against Oasis. Oasis is one team that have been the runners up and winners in most most tournaments that have been taken, that have been that they have participated in Nigeria, and I think they're really, really good, one of the best sides, if not the best, if you ask me. However, their position on the table is actually going to be tested by RNK today. And we do see Godfather is going to be playing this time for the side. I think this is his debut. This should be his first match. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think this should be his first match in the tournament. And he is the one who is going to be playing that roam role for the side of Rip and Kill, and he's going to be locking in that belly Rick. So the picks for the side of RNK are going to be Sicilian Alpha once again, Harriet in the gold lane, and that Beleric, and we see a CC pick. Oh, it's actually going to be CC going to the EXP and a Rome Khalid there, picked up by the side of Oasis. Not a bad draft from both teams. As usual, RNK showing experience, covering the early to the late game. We're going to head straight into the loading screen and see what we're working with. You can see here that Khalid room with the revitalize. Mikey is going to be on the Hayabusa. Antipipe on that Hermes. Antipipe is one of those players that has been using the Hermes a lot recently, in the tournament, and I think we just can't, help but see the amount of impact that NetherRealm, clutch NetherRealms always, bring to the table. However, for the side of RNK, there's going to be not Tata rocking that Vengeance Tamus. I guess we'll just have to wait and see how the game goes here. Trevor is going to be rocking that CC, but yeah, I feel like the major, the main point of the interest is going to be, are we going to see a different version of, this alpha this time? We've seen this trend where more often than not the alphas get a bit, I don't know if I should call it over zealous in the early game and end up giving up that that kill there. You can see Alfie already in that early game just trying to disturb the jungle of the enemy. I think this is how you should play the Khalid in the roam. You have that pressure, so you need to make sure you make use of the pressure that you have. You have the Khalid, use the Khalid, and that's exactly what he's giving, providing vision for his teammates and disturbing the jungle whenever he can. But yeah, in the golden, we're going to see this, almost like a constant pick that we've seen. Whenever you see a Harriet, you automatically see a Lunox being picked up. Harriet does need to be careful here. Flicker actually spent by Lunox, I guess probably because of that Beleric. Maybe a wasted one, but you can see here Quad Shadow already popped by Mikey, just damage testing there, and definitely dealt 0 damage to that Beleric as he holds the wave for the returning Harriet. However, a flicker has been spent by the Lunox and revitalized by Alfie, and that is information for the side of RNK. However, this looks like a very familiar position once again. It's almost like the exact same place that this same alpha, Defiant on that alpha, got taken out in the last RNK match, where he was trying to take that same that same creep there in that top lane, and once again he's going to be giving away the first blood to Trevor, and that is going to give Oasis momentum here. And I think beautiful pullback there by that Hermes, and I think this is going to be another kill here. Vengeance can't stop you, from 5 members of the side of Oasis on that Thermos, and he's going to fall, and that's going to be another kill, going to the side of Oasis. This time he's going to be going to Mikey Jr. However, Yami here on that Lunox, more pressure. They choose to disengage and not do anything about that. Revitalize is going to be used here by the side of Oasis popping that repeller just to disengage. Nothing, to see there. And I feel like definitely there is the usual issue. I think I've probably mentioned this a couple of times in games that have been having that alpha in them. I don't know if it's an alpha thing, but yeah, this is definitely not a good place for the Belleric to be. HP too low, beautiful Netherrealm to dive down into that turret, get the kill, and if they don't get a lot, I think basically this turret has fallen. While they walk on that turret, we are going to see the alpha here trying to see if he could get something on the board for his team here. CC is just going to jump out of there, but I was saying, yeah, that bottom lane obviously is going to fall, and that is the effect of that nether realm by by anti-pipe there. You could see how they basically synergize so perfectly, in order to get that done. They saw, okay, Belleric low HP, there is no way Belleric is going to be doing enough to defend that turret alone. The call was made, we're diving, just go in, raging sandstorm, everything under the turret, and that was a beautiful Netherrealm just to make sure they leave that place unscathed. And then first turtle of the game, or is it the second turtle of the game? Is it the first or the second? Yeah, first turtle of the game, second turtle of the game is going to spawn now, and I think this should be an easy one. But the amount of map pressure provided by that Khalid in the room, this is why it's a pick that is like, and it's just so difficult to deal with. You have damage, you are tanky, you have the mobility and all that, so it's a very, very nice hero to pick up. And that's going to be second turtle, easily going onto the Belleric that is supposed to be a tank, and is going to be melted instantly, and they're just going to pick up that kill and then move on to the next one together. And I feel like the Belleric was to defend to at least protect another kill here in the top lane. It's going to be Defiant who is going to fall. Vengeance pop by the Thermos, actually deal a decent amount of damage, trying to see if he can make it out of there alive. Mikey is just going to wait and pick up that kill at the end of the day. Uses the shadow. I was saying, look, that is a tank. That is, taking a look at the replay here, immediately after they were able to Belleric is a tank that is made Belleric is one of those tanks that is made to sort of damage coming onto you. There's not much you can do, unfortunately. And then once again they are going to move on to the top lane here. Already two lanes, lane in the top and the lane in the bottom, the turret in the top and turret in the bottom are going to be taken out already by the side of Oasis. And then now they are looking to work on that mid lane turret, but this time we're going to see Godfather here on the Belleric. Is going to dive in with the Revitalize on the Belleric. Actually, it's going to be Belleric rocking the Revitalize. I'm just paying attention to that now. And yeah, basically so far from early to this point of the game, it's been Oasis in full control of the game actually. And I think probably RNG have some kind of game plan, something that they want to pull off, in the sense that they do have that Sicilian and the Harry. Harry actually does really well, come the late game. And of course, the work done here. To be a wiped out there by the side of Oasis. 2 killing sprees and 2 double kills and killing sprees just flying all over the place here. And yeah, I think Oasis is just having fun with this match right now. And I think so far it's safe to say that every match that Alpha has been in has not really gone well for the Alpha. He has been struggling a lot against all these all these teams, all these games. And Oasis, we do apologize for the lags in the stream. It will be fixed. If it doesn't get better in the first game, it's going to be fixed in the second game. But going back, to the game that we have right now, I think there is this. I don't know why the alpha keeps getting picked. To be honest, having the best of times, and then I'm guessing the kind of play style, another Raging Sandstorm there, and that is going to be Sicilian taking out Quad Shadows by the Hayabusa. Nothing is going to be done there. Just going to use that to poke and then retreat. We can see here Trevor really confident on that CC there, just having fun, running laps around them, and it's been the same alpha at this point. I feel like, okay, fine, even if the alpha is like a pick that you quote unquote like, I feel like if it just doesn't work, probably just try something else. The alpha pick, we could immediately see the Matilda gets banned, because that's like a very big deal for the alpha. That lack of disengage, where it's too difficult for him. He dives all in, and then it's difficult for you to pull out. And then, so yeah, basically that's it. So I feel like if you want to take the alpha, your plan is to combo him with the Angela, is with the Matilda, pardon. It's best you just get the Matilda first, and then try to get the alpha later on. But you can see here Oasis trying to force a dive into the lane. However, Sicilian be starting to hot. Raging Sandstorm not even going to be completed by Khalid there, and yeah, that's going to be another legendary for Mikey on that Hayabusa, and he's able to secure that kill before disengaging and going back to farming. That was actually a beautiful sequence of fight. Probably didn't have to lose so many members there. However, they did get the mid lane inhibitor and the bot lane inhibitor there, plus a couple of kills to add to Hayabusa's, to add to his Sky Piercer stacks, if he does have he doesn't have the Sky Piercer stack, so this is just another kill for him to be put on the board. You can see here another pull. I feel like Antipipe has been doing this a lot, getting those beautiful stampedes, pulling them so far back into the team. And yeah, this is going to be 22-4 is the score line right now, as the side of Oasis are going to head on and get that second Lord of the game here. I think this should be a very uncontested Lord. And yeah, RNK are just going to stay in their base, see if they can do anything. Just try to defend this, as the Lord is going to be pushing in that mid lane. RNK are going to be trying to see if they can defend this here. Lord is going to push in, revitalize already by the Khalid. However, it's going to be CC, Trevor under CC, who is going to drop first. That's a lot of damage actually being dealt to the Hermes, being dealt to everyone. Actually, I have no idea where that damage came from. I'm guessing it came from the Thermos Rock and the Vengeance, but that was, wow, that was actually a very good defense coming out from the side of RNK. And I guess now Oasis do have a problem on their hands. Yeah, gets caught out here. He's actually going to be able to get a kill. He's going to get a kill, though getting shot down at the end of the day. Getting a kill onto the alpha was actually not the worst trade for for that Lunox to get there. And another legendary picked up by Mikey. Currently 11-0 and 12 on that totally ridiculous KDA to have in a match like this. But yeah, that is going to be Mikey on the Hayabusa, I guess. Probably showing us why Hayabusa is usually banned, with the quick fingers, good decision making and all that. But yeah, overall he has been doing very well at more than full item build. I think he does have enough, even if he does need to start switching up items like that, come the next Lord. in like a minute. But yeah, but definitely I feel like right now RNK is slowly approaching that point of the game where you can see their damage, you can see the amount of you know, destruction that they can cause. Shadow, this might actually be RNK getting caught out here. They do get caught out, and it's going to, who is going to drop there. However, we should remember that Sicilian is steady, you know, farming, getting stacks, and the longer this game goes, the more difficult it's going to be to end. The more difficult it will be for them to stand and let those bat impacts, you know, hit them head on and things like that. But yeah, scoreline is going to be 6-26, and to be honest, even though, if not for the fact that, you know, there's so much housekeeping for the side of RNK to do, I think they're already at a point where they can actually afford to contest, you know, the Lord. You can see here Sicilian just needs one more item. Lord, however, is going to be taken by the side of Oasis there. Sicilian, as I was saying, almost at full build. Sicilian, the the Alpha also just needs one more item, and yeah, you can see here it is going to be a more difficult game for Oasis if they are not able to end this Lord right now, because, you know, the Harriet is not even about to come online. I think probably building towards, I feel like he's the one that has suffered the most. Doesn't even have the holy crystal just yet, just 3 items, building to the 4th item, and that, you know, enhanced Lord is going to be pushing all lanes, actually pushing very, very well synced, and we are going to see if, you know, RNK can defend this. Nether Realm is going to be used. They are going to pay attention to the back lane here. Mikey is going to be shot down. That's going to be a double kill for Defiant. This is the first Alpha I'm seeing popping off in the late game instead of the early game. That Lord is going to be taken down. A couple of low HPs there, as Sicilian is still going to, you know, keep that defense going. Sanguine Claws plus the bat impact there by the Sicilian, getting that immortality, you know, for added measure, and then this is going to be another successful defense for the side of RNK. And at this point is where Oasis, you know, starts getting a bit, you know, scared, and okay, now we have a game on our hands. We come the next Lord, we are going to be at a point in the game where the gold lead just doesn't matter anymore, and RNK have that early game disadvantage that they had, that poor early game. They started the early game after getting taken down, and the, you know, small bad decisions here and there that caused them, you know, to fall behind so far in the early game. However, now they have a Sicilian who is probably well stacked, almost at the 20-minute mark here, and still farming. I think if we do take a look at the items here, we can see that Sicilian is currently at full build, even has the immortality, you know, for some added security, and then Harriet picking up the holy crystal, probably looking for that winter crown there, you know, just for some, you know, added outplays and things like that. But I think this is already a very, very difficult game. I don't think RNK can contest the Lord just yet. You can already see it is going to be started up. I'm guessing they are just going to bust it down once again. RNK trying to see if they can push in this time, and that's a lot of damage. Beleric with the ult, holding everybody in place. NetherRealm does come in clutch. Trevor is going to barely dealt, and that's going to be killing people. So many low HPs on the side of but yeah, beautiful crown there just to be sure he doesn't get taken out by the Hermes. But yeah, 2 members are going to be down for the side of Oasis, and they are just going to see if they could rush and take that Lord out. It's going to be Hermes doing the zoning duties here, and that was a beautiful zone actually. And considering the fact that he does have the stacks, he's back already. The Sicilian is going to fall here, unfortunately, getting too far ahead, And with that Lord pushing in the mid lane, I think this is going to be a bit difficult for them to defend this one without that Sicilian for the side of RNK. Another Lord defense here. RNK is going to try and see if they could, you know, maybe bust this down. But look at the amount of damage that the Hermes is dealing. Immediately the Lunox is going to be taken out, and that is another successful defense by RNK. Even without the Sicilian pirate, you know, is actually doing a very, very good. He's actually doing a very, very good job, you know, controlling the waves and, you know, clearing the waves and all that. And yeah, this is getting. Although on another thing is, even though, you know, RNK keep defending and defending and defending, and right now I'm guessing what RNK, the best case scenario for RNK in my opinion would be the way they keep catching one member off, because right now they are at the stage of the game where I don't think Khalid can, you know, make plays like that, you know, checking bushes and trying to zone without getting punished. So right now we're seeing a situation where someone tries to zone, gets punished, you know, gets taunts, and then suddenly you can't do anything, and the damage is actually there right now for the side of RNK, and that is the scary thing. Absolutely no one can stand, you know, in the middle of the slaps from Sicilian, or, you know, even the damage from Harriet alone. I guess he's already at full build now. Winter Crown purchased by almost all the members of the side of RNK, so they are ready for, you know, any surprise attacks or, you know, any quad shadow plays that is going to come from the that is going to be coming from the Hayabusa. But let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. The Evolved Lord is going to be spawning in what, less than 30 seconds, and basically just going to be a rinse and repeat for RNK, you know, clearing the wave, defending, clearing the wave, defending, and hoping that Oasis is going to, you know, probably get too desperate, you know, and then, you know, just get too desperate and try to end giving off 1 or 2 kills. Because usually how this game goes is you get wiped out and the enemy just, you know, pushes with, after the wiper pushes into the mid lane, taking a lot of damage here. Godfather under Belleric. Ooh, beautiful Winter Crown there by the jungle. But you can see Lunox in that bot lane there is going to be trying to, you know, go to the back door. However, we're going to have Tamos attending to that. Another spear of Alpha, unstoppable, double kill by the so bad in the early game. Now is the one that is unstoppable with a 955 KDA, and this is the fear of Oasis. RNK have, you know, weathered the early game storm, and now they have gotten to the late game where this Sicilian is beginning to hurt. Desperately popped by Mikey there in the jungle. Now he has, you know, no means of escaping, but a huge amount of damage being dealt both by the Lord and by that Lunox there. NetherRealm is going to come clutch to save them. RNK actually trying to bust down this Lord here, and that is going to be him shut down, but the Lord is going to be Tamus, and this is going to be redemption for RNK as they hold on. It's going to be redemption as they hold on to this game. This is basically them doing a successful comeback. The Lord is going to be coming out with the next minion waves that is going to be spawning right about now, and as this Lord comes, is Oasis going to try to bust the Lord down right at the base. They do have the numbers advantage here, but look at the slaps from Sicilian, absolutely disgusting damage. To be really, really difficult for Oasis to work with. Another one, you know, giving, look at the amount of damage that Sicilian is dealing, guys. But somewhere, somehow, in the middle of all this, Oasis is able to take down 3 members. It was a 3-for-1 trade actually. It was the Hermes who was sacrificed, you know, for that kill here. Law still at a half of its HP, and I feel like now those enhanced minions are going to be pushing all other lanes. The bot lane, you know, the mid lane is going to be defended by the Lunox. Lord attends to the top lane. We have, okay, some minions here. I think these guys are going to cancel out themselves, but yeah, you can see here the exact same thing. Oasis is not doing too bad actually, even after giving away that Lord, they are able to control the amount of damage. The Lord from the belly rig, pulling everyone back, forcing the Lord to dive into the turret. The sanguine claws and the bat impact from Sicilian is actually really starting to hurt now, and they do seem to be getting sandwiched here. It's going to be a Trevor disappeared in that. NetherRealm is going to come trying to save them, but is Trevor, but Trevor is still going to drop anyway. So is Rockstar Alfie, and this is the power of a late game Sicilian. The amount of damage that the Sicilian is dishing out is absolutely insane. Actually difficult to see him dealing so much damage, and wow, and that straight to half HP with just one hit from that Sicilian. This inhibitor turret out, beautiful, stop, but oh my god, the timing on that ult from Beleric was just remarkable, pitch perfect, just as the Hayabusa was trying to move funky, and then the Lord is going to be spawning in 16 seconds. Wow, I mean, look at this here, look at just one slap from that bat impact sent the Lunox all the way down to half HP. And you can see here on their retreat, although Mikey did have the right idea, trying to just go back in, there was a lot of low HPs for him to work with, and although he did end up getting the kill here, but that Spear of Alpha stopped him from doing much at the end of the day.
Who said there are no shortcuts in life? I literally invented one.
The Immortal One chose me to vanquish the shadows that plague this world. Run deep.
Snowflake's breath, as timeless as a glacier's heart.
untie these chains. I am more than a weapon.
Muscle of iron, bones of steel.
Test. Alpha is online.
Horology is my craft. Diggy is my main.
All right, thank you for joining us once again as we head into the game 2 of match 2, game 2, basically game 2, match 2, between the Alpha Zeros and sorry, pardon me, it's actually the second game between Oasis and RNK. All right, welcome back to the stream, guys. We do apologize sincerely for all the, technical issues we've been having, and yeah, hopefully, I think it has been fixed, and that should be the last of it. And I think after that, we should have a smooth game. This is going to be the second game between RNK and Oasis. Game 1 was actually taken by Oasis. Not the easiest game that Oasis has ever played. RNK did have a, not so good early game, but they actually made up for it come the late game with Sicilian stacking up so much and beginning to deal a disgusting amount of damage to, the team. However, we see here Diggy already getting taken out. It's going to be the first blood for the side of RNK, and I guess that will mean this is going to be the first turtle easily going to the side of going to Oasis. So basically, the first game, the way the first game went here, sadly, if anyone was in the first game, you could have seen the amount of damage, the amount of problems that Sicilian was able to cause, for basically for the whole of Oasis. They couldn't end Sicilian and the beautiful full barrage here from the Xia already, and another kill is going to be secured for RNK here, and already this is already a better start. I think the other game was just a really slow start for them. For RNK, basically playing so reactively here, so reactively there. Torn apart memories by the Brody is going to take out the Xia. However, he is in a bit of trouble here as the game, as he's going to be traded, for that. So it's going to be a gold lane for a gold lane. However, it was Godfather who was going to get that kill. Also, there has been a switch in roles here. It's going to be Defiant in the roam position this time, while Godfather is going to be the one playing that alpha. And I think there's probably something RNK has with the alpha. Yeah, basically they've been picking the alpha at every opportunity that they get right now. And yeah, that was a Grand Theft purple. Oh, they were able to take that purple buff away from the alpha. It's just one level behind, though. I think about to equalize the level lead, but I think Bane is going to get that level lead back, just before the turtle spawns. Diggy is going to pull the amount of CC here, not even letting the Hylos use that glorious path with beautiful luminum blast here, actually catching two, but too far away, and there was no follow-up for that. A solo kill in the top lane as Brody is going to push that lane after taking down Xia solo, and immediately they are going to start working on this battle here. It's going to be a retry battle, not so much. They are going to force the Bane back with that beautiful knock-up from the Edict. Is going to help Godfather secure that second turtle of the game, and that is going to be a 2-for-1 trade. Already you can see that the game is just looking much better, a much more controlled game for the side of RNK here. I feel like they are just picking their fights better, not I can't see too much overextending just yet. Of course, the game is just 8 minutes in. First Lord it's a bit of ways away. It's not going to be spoiled. Oh, beautiful flicker there, plus the luminum blast, and just like that, the full barrage is going to follow. Killing spree by the alpha as Trevor under Hylos is going to pick up a kill, but I think they probably successfully, oh never mind, they did take down the turret in the mid lane, but this Hylos is still going to make it out alive somehow. Xia there making it out with just a sliver of HP, still being chased by the Edict. The Lolita is going to see if she could get a kill here. That concussive blast proc is going to take out the Edict there. Well played from Oasis. They did end up getting that turret in the mid lane, which is like really, really good value, you know, for what they are going to, you know, want to do. That mid lane turret, you know, does open, you know, lots of spaces, you know, pockets of spaces in the enemy jungle where, you know, you can use to set up plays if that is what you're looking to do. But, you know, on the opposite side, we can see Oasis still having all their turrets standing same way they did in the previous game. That made it difficult for, you know, RNK to pull that comeback. They had so many, you know, structures still standing, and even, you know, when there were so many successful defenses from RNK, it was just too difficult for them to end. However, Rain is going to be taken out here. I guess he was caught out, but yeah, he's going to be taken out here, and that immediately is going to give advantage for this first lord over to, you know, Oasis. And yeah, easily Mikey is going to secure that lord. Now making their way to that bot lane. I think, yeah, basically all outer turrets. Once again, this is looking very much like how the first, you know, game went. The first 8 minutes, just before the first lord, we had all outer turrets, you know, taken down already. And yes, it does seem like the Aurora seems to be having a bit of connection issues. No pause is requested, but I think we should probably grant a pause right about now, just before the lord crashes in.
Fighting for, no one would ever know your name. Who are you waiting for? No one would be there to save you. You would be alone when hope was gathering together with the sword. Even though your back's to the wall, one strike, go cut the monkey mind. Your blade swing one time. When clouds have cleared, sunlight can shine. One strike, the fight is yours. Stop it with your sword. There's endless power once you start. Never lose your heart. Tonight is dark and the shadows are deep. Who can protect the world? A light of hope shines in the dark. One strike, I swear by people's side. Keep faith just one time. I'm gonna light up all the fires. One strike for my desire.
All right, we're going to head back into game now. It does seem like Aurora is back with us, or maybe not, you know, moving all the way down to the mid lane here. She's going to get caught out. Just use the flicker, frigid breath, just to get out of dodge there. Full barrage is going to be used, plus the flicker actually, to, you know, just keep Oasis at bay. And yeah, I think since the holy shields are still up there, deadly catch by the Bane is actually not a bad one. Alpha, with that spear of Alpha into 3, nobody's going to fall. Instead, it's going to be the Diggy who is going to be falling down there. However, still, I think this is definitely a successful defense. Successful defense in the sense that it could be worse, and that's just the first lord, mind you. Oasis setting their eyes on the mid lane turret here. Another Luminum Blast there by the Lolita. Immediately full barrage comes out. You can see almost instantaneously the Lolita opens up the shield, also trying to send deflect the full barrage back to where it's coming from. Trevor actually feeling it now. He's going to just stand there and spam the recall. And yeah, they are in the lead, so it's understandable. And fortunately for them, this time there's not going to be a Sicilian. They made sure to ban out that Sicilian that really made life very, very difficult for them in that game. However, this time, although there's no Sicilian, you do have Ixia here in the Hand of Disrespect, and you have, you also have the Diggy, mind you. I think with the Diggy ensures that you can basically dish out all your damage without being disturbed by CC and all that. And already that deadly catch used to take out that turret. Full barrage looks like it was just used just for peel, but beautiful angle there, caught by the Vexana from the side. And yeah, that's a double kill actually. This time Oasis looks like they are more deliberate about looking to end the game here, as they are going to shift their focus onto the turret, and that is going to be game 2 going to the side of Oasis. You can see here that angle that Aurora and Vexana was able to find to stop the full barrage from the Ixia was basically it. That is what sealed the game for the side of Oasis. A very, very beautiful pick up there from the Vexana. And after taking out the Ixia, it was a bit too difficult for them to defend any other thing. And yeah, I think that's basically going to be a 2-0, another 2-0 sweep for the side of Oasis, looking really, really strong, looking like very, very strong contenders again. And we also have Xenogorg and Darkstars up there doing really well in the tournament right now. Just taking a quick look at the statistics here, a bit more one-sided, aided or not by the connection issues that both teams had somewhere through the match. However, it was a very, very dominant show from Oasis, and we do look forward to subsequent games that RNK is going to be playing. I think definitely switching up the junglers really did help, or yeah, whatever they switched, they did something right in the early game, but unfortunately come the mid to late game, things just went really, really bad for RNK. But I guess it can only get better from here. Well played to both teams. That is going to be our final match of today. Thank you all for joining us. Once again, we do apologize for all the technical issues that we faced during the stream. We promise we are going to fix them come the next matches. Don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and join us for our next match. Good night. I remain your caster Pixels, and have a good one.